in this roller coaster ride.
What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I am reacting to your assumptions about me, and if I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't actually think I was going to end up filming this video. I didn't think I was going to get any assumptions because I do struggle, since I'm still like a very small YouTube account, I do struggle with getting questions when I want to do a Q&A or any of those kinds of things. But I think what happened in this situation, I made all of the assumptions anonymous on my Tumblr, which means no one will know who said these things. And I also told you guys to roast me, so I got quite a few assumptions to clarify for you guys, and now I'm kind of excited, but I'm also kind of nervous. Excited because I actually have a lot to kind of cover in this video, and nervous because the stuff that I'm going to cover I never really thought that I would be telling you guys on my YouTube channel. Sit back and relax and enjoy this video, which I'm sure you will if you were one of the people that assumed something about me. Before we get further into the video, you guys know the drill. You should definitely subscribe to this channel because you're already here, so why not? So at the end of this video you will see a picture of me, and if you click on it you can subscribe right from there. Also, don't forget to turn on my post notifications, that way you're updated every time I post a new video. So like I mentioned, I tried to figure out an anonymous way to get you guys to ask me questions, because like I said, I didn't think people were going to ask me anything if I used like the Instagram question thing on your Instagram stories, just because like I can see your name and I feel like people wouldn't actually ask me these questions if I could tell who was asking me them. I kind of put them in like categories because some of them involve relationships, some of them involve like YouTube in general, other ones are just mean. But one of the first ones I actually got was, you only do YouTube to get famous and money. This is not true at all, and if you guys know me you would understand that, because I have been making videos for the longest time since I can remember, like since I was in middle school with my friends. I would make movies, I would make music videos, like all that kind of stuff. Before I even had a YouTube channel, it was just always so much fun to me. So whenever I did make a YouTube channel, I found out that you could make money, but I knew it was a long time coming. Like, I didn't start a YouTube channel just because I was like, oh, I know you can make money from it. I feel like, in other words, I probably would have quit YouTube if I was just doing it for the money, because I've been on YouTube for so many years, and just now I'm starting to get paid. I could see where you guys say that, but for me, I have always enjoyed doing videos. My major at school is communications media. I am always filming, I'm always editing, I'm always doing something that has to do with video production. So YouTube was kind of just like a place for me to put those videos. It's kind of just like a benefit for me to show people like my creativity through my editing style, or even just like my personality online, like that kind of stuff. Like, I like showing people that. YouTube is just a place for me to put all of that. So I'm not gonna lie, like in the end, making money on YouTube is a really cool thing, but you have to think about it like it is people's jobs. But to clarify your assumption, no, I do not just do YouTube for the money and the fame. But if I am being honest, all of that is kind of like beneficial to you whenever the time comes. This is another YouTube one. You think you're better than other people because you're a YouTuber. So having a YouTube channel has definitely made me more confident in myself over the years, which I'm very proud of, because I used to be a very shy person in high school, and then once I got to college and kind of took YouTube a little bit more seriously and wanted to vlog my life more in college, I kind of gained a lot of confidence. In no way I think that I'm better than anyone else. I'm actually quite insecure at times, and I know it may not show that online and on my Instagram and stuff, because I do post a lot of pictures of myself, I will admit that, but that's just kind of like my thing, and I would never ever think that I'm better than someone else. I actually compare myself to others quite often, which is something I need to work on not doing, because it's actually kind of like a hard thing for me to love myself, and I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with, but I definitely struggle with that. I feel confident in myself on YouTube. That's why I do it. I wouldn't do YouTube if I didn't feel confident in myself. It definitely has helped me over the years, but I definitely don't think that I'm better than other people just because I do that. So I assume that you are the same person off camera. I like to think that I am. The only thing that I would say that's kind of like not the same in real life is the way that I start my vlogs. I'm like, hey guys, I don't go up to my friends in class and be like, hey guys. I'm actually kind of like, hey, because I'm super tired and stressed about school. So that's like the only thing that I would say that is a little bit different, just like the way that I talk on camera. I feel like a lot of YouTubers get that assumption because it is kind of like easy to make your life look a lot more interesting than it really is in real life. But what you see online is literally what you get in person. Okay, I kind of like this one. You put YouTube before school, not hating, just assuming. I tend to put YouTube before school sometimes, but lately, like this semester, I realized that school is very, very important. It's my last semester here at IUP, so I kind of have to like put that kind of stuff aside, although I am doing a really good job like balancing the two. But school definitely has to come first. I've been trying to work a little bit harder at school, but at the same time I really want to make content for you guys and even content for me to look back on in the future. So I think I've been doing an okay job with that. And I've been uploading once a week, sometimes twice a week since I got back for the spring semester. So I think I'm doing okay, but I definitely tend to sometimes put YouTube before school, which is not really the best thing. It's something that I love and it's something that I go to if I'm really stressed out. But lately I think I found a good balance between school and YouTube, so yeah. So I've seen similar assumptions on other people's YouTube videos. You only do things so that you can post it on social media. I can definitely see where you would think this. I think this about a lot of YouTubers that I watch, but it's definitely not true with me. I think even if I didn't have a YouTube channel, if I didn't have social media in general, I would still be taking the same pictures, I would still be filming. Like I told you guys, I've always had an interest in videography. Like this stuff is so much fun to me and I love looking back on it. And even if there wasn't a place to post it, or if there wasn't Instagram or Facebook or places to put my pictures, I would still be taking the same pictures, I would still be taking the same videos just for me. I have a lot of videos from whenever I was like in middle school that were like vlog style, but not like the best vlogs, obviously, that's why they're not on YouTube. But I'll find them on like my old external hard drive and start watching them and be like really glad that I filmed myself, even though they're really cringy to watch. I still like the fact that I filmed it because I can see how far I've come and just like see how many things have changed since then. So like that to me is really fun. I like to be a very adventurous person. I like going new places. I like going to music festivals and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes when I go to music festivals, I do wish that I could just put my camera away, put my phone away, and just enjoy living in the moment, enjoying the music, enjoying like all the entertainment that's going on in those areas. But then I think to myself, I really want to look back on these and I have to pull out my camera and vlog it. It's just like my thing, and that's okay. A lot of people are like used to living in the moment, and I praise you guys for that. I wish that I could do that, but it's just something that I can't really do. I like to film it and I like to be able to watch it over and over and over again. I assume that you have haters. By the way, I love you. Well, it seems like you aren't a hater since you said I love you, so I love you too. But I definitely have haters. I don't know who those haters are, but I feel like everyone just has haters, and they're always going to be people that are jealous of you. So that's kind of like what I tell myself. Whenever people tell me like they don't watch my videos or like they don't care to watch my videos, I don't really count that as like a hate comment, but I still don't really like to hear that. So I feel like you shouldn't really waste your time telling me that, because it's kind of like what you guys were taught in like elementary school. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But I am so thankful for the people that support me. I know I don't have like a crazy following on YouTube, but the people that actually watch my videos all the time, I am so thankful for you guys, and I love you guys so much, because that is just like, it's really cool to have people behind a camera that you don't even know watching your videos and actually supporting you. You think everyone thinks you're hot. No, I don't at all. And I think I've mentioned this earlier in the video, but I am a very insecure person at times, and if I'm feeling confident in myself one day, if I like my outfit, I'm going to take a picture in it and I'm going to post it on Instagram because I think I look good, and that is okay. If you're confident in your body and you want to post a picture and show the world, go do it, because it's like the best feeling ever whenever you actually feel good about yourself. People will be like, no, do you post that picture, don't care what others think, and then others will be like, why did she post that? She looks so bad. Like, it's just like, you can't win in this generation. So I feel like you just gotta do what you want to do and not care about what others think. I'm on that side of the spectrum. One of the first ones I got hit with, you can't stand to be single. But I can definitely see where you guys see this. I don't know who wrote this, but I feel like it would be someone from high school, just because I never really posted a lot and I didn't have like a big following. I still really don't, but like I didn't have many people watching me whenever I had my first boyfriend. So I dated TJ from my sophomore year in high school to my sophomore year in college, and he's been on this channel a couple times recently actually because we did a boyfriend versus ex-boyfriend video, and he was in that video. So we're still really good friends to this day, but I dated him for 4 years, and then after we broke up, I started talking, kind of like hanging out with this kid for like 2-3 months. I can't even remember how long. It really wasn't that long of a time, but we never were boyfriend girlfriend. We just hung out like as friends. And then not too long after that, I started talking and then ended up dating Dom, and we were together I think for like 8 months or so, and then I took a really long break after that breakup happened, and I told myself I just want to be single for a really long time because I feel like I haven't been single for like 5 years, which was true at the time because I dated TJ for 4, and then like another kind of year went by whenever I was like talking and dating and whatever. That summer that I was single was probably like the best summer I have ever had, I'm not gonna lie. I went to a music festival with my sister and my cousin. I also became more independent and just like happy with myself in general. And then at the end of the summer is whenever I met Bobby. So we have been together for like a little bit over 6 months now. And I feel like people who have been watching my videos, like all of them have been in my vlogs before, so if you kind of just been like off and on watching and be like, now there's a new guy, like I could see where you would think that. It doesn't mean that I can't stand to be single, it's just the timing in my life, honestly. I don't really ask for it to happen. Like I never put myself out there to like look for any of that, besides when I got Tinder once, but we're not going to talk about that. When I met Bobby, I had no intentions of meeting someone and dating someone, but when we met, we clicked instantly, and I literally fell in love with him so fast, and that's just how it happened. So I hope that kind of clears up the assumption. Totally understand why you would think that. Like that's one of the ones I was like, geez, they really hit me hard, but at the same time I could see why you would think that. I assume you and I would make great babies. Probably not. You get jealous easily. This is actually 100% true. I'm not going to lie. And I don't think I really used to be, but over time, as people have just become like not very loyal, and I'm not saying like my past boyfriends or anything, but I'm saying in general, like people that I know saying that they cheated on their significant other or they got cheated on or whatever, it's just like scary, and it's such a shame because you don't want to like question your significant other if they're literally the best person ever, because Bobby freaking is. But sometimes you just get jealous, and sometimes you just can't help it, and that's unfortunately my personality. I assume that you're a big lover, but you are a lot to handle, but definitely worth it. This one like threw me in a bunch of different directions. I assume that you're a big lover. I am. I'm a very lovey-dovey person, especially when it comes to relationships. I really like to show that person how much I love them because I want to be loved the same way back. I am a lot to handle, I think. I think I'm high maintenance, but like you said, definitely worth it. I think I'm worth it. I don't know. You can ask Bobby if you're interested further. This goes along with YouTube videos. I assume that it takes you a very long time to edit your vlog videos or just videos in general. This is very true. Rough cutting alone probably takes me like 2 to 3 hours, which is basically like cutting all of the ums and all the stutters and all the mistakes that happens in my vlogs and just like unneeded footage that I don't want to use. And then I start looking for music, and I start putting like little titles whenever like someone is saying something, like the captions underneath, I start adding those. I try to think of like creative ways that I could like present the vlog. That takes another like 1 to 2 hours, and then you know, finishing the vlog, watching it over and over again to make sure it's good, and trying not to get bored of it, because number one thing I would have to say whenever you're editing a video, if you can't watch the whole thing through, then you shouldn't be uploading it, because chances are people are probably not going to be able to watch the whole thing through either. With that being said, I think I spend a total of like 6 to 7 hours working on a vlog that's like 12 minutes long. And I'm not saying that I do that like I sit at my computer and edit for 6 to 7 hours straight. This is literally like whenever I have time. After I finish my homework, usually about like 2 hours before I go to bed, I'll just sit in my bed and edit a video over like the course of the week. You a sneaky little hoe. I don't necessarily know what that's supposed to mean, but I don't think I am. I really don't even know how to answer that assumption, I'm sorry. I assume you and Bobby move fast in your relationship. I'm honestly going to say I think we do, but at the same time, like, we feel the same things at the same time. We waited a pretty decent amount of time to say I love you to each other. I think both of us felt it before we ended up saying it to each other, but we did wait like 3 months, I'm pretty sure, which I think is a good, on average, time to say that. Like I said, I know we've only been together for 6 months, but it's just something about him, like, I honestly feel like I would be with him for the rest of my life. You'd rather be in front of the camera than behind it. This is true in some ways. So whenever I vlog, I definitely like being, you know, in front of the camera, vlogging myself. Whenever it comes to like TV broadcasting, I get a lot of questions asking me if I want to be an anchor on television someday, like for the news channels. No. I do not want to be an anchor for any of that stuff. That stuff scares me. I used to do that in high school and it wasn't scary at the time because I knew people in high school, they knew me, and it just wasn't like, we also would pre-record our show, so if we would mess up really bad, we could like redo it. On the news, it's live and you can't cut out all of the stuttering that happens, which the stuttering happens a lot with me. So I feel like if it was something like that, like say I were to get an internship or something with the TV station, I would want to be behind the camera. But if it was like vlogging and stuff, love being in front of the camera because it's also like my channel and I have the ability to edit all of the footage, so yeah. You and your sister are really close. This is true, and like I just mentioned earlier in the video, that this past summer allowed us to get a lot closer. Also, I think like we work together, we go to the same school, and we have the same music taste. Like we have a lot of similarities and we're with each other a lot, but yeah, I would say that we're very close and I'm very grateful for the relationship that I have with her. I got a couple that had to do with like my life in general. You have a great life and you have a good family life. Those were kind of like the two that I wanted to cover at the same time because they were similar. But yeah, I think I have a really great life and I'm so grateful for the life that I was given. My parents have always been together and growing up they gave me pretty much everything that they could and I really appreciate that, and I feel like I don't tell them enough how much I really appreciate them, but they would drop anything for my sister or me or my cats. Well, cat. R.I.P. Angel. We're very, very close with my mom's side. We go on vacation with them every summer. We see them every Christmas, and same with my dad's side. We don't see them as often, but I'm close with them. So yeah, I would have to say that I have a pretty cool life. You and your boyfriend have two completely different personalities. Break, love your videos. I don't know if that was supposed to be like, by the way, love your videos or whatever, but thank you. We also have very different humor. Like he'll think something is so funny, he'll be on the floor laughing, and I don't even like chuckle because I think like, no, that's stupid. But like the same thing with me. I thought this one Instagram story that I put up a couple weeks ago was the funniest thing in the world. Like I still think it's the funniest thing in the world. I'll still watch it to this day. But he's like, Julia, that's not even that funny. And I'm like, okay, well, other people thought it was. So I definitely think we have different humor, but different personalities I really don't think we do. We're both kind of like shy people when we meet new people, but whenever we know them, we like open up and we're pretty outgoing. So I feel like we do have like very similar personalities, and that's why we really clicked whenever we first met each other. But overall, I think it's good to have different personalities with your significant other because then you balance each other out. Okay, you're related to your roommate. No, I'm not related to Lauren, and I know that that's the one you're talking about because the other two look nothing like me at all. I don't even think Lauren looks a lot like me, but a lot of people think that we do. Sometimes when we're at the bars, people will come up to us and be like, are you guys twins? Like, not even sisters. They'll ask if we're twins. Last year, I actually did a video with her turning my roommate into me, and I still don't even think she looked like me. Some people did, but I definitely don't see the resemblance. I mean, we both kind of have red hair, but hers is darker than mine. We both have blue eyes, but like our face structure is so different. I don't know how you guys think we're related. I don't know who asked that, but no, we're not related. I assume you're a potato. Is that what that's supposed to mean? I don't know. I feel like it would be really cool to be a potato because you can be like French fries, you can be mashed potatoes, you can be twice baked potatoes. Like there's so many different things that you could be. Can you even imagine? You don't eat much. I am trying to gain weight. I am going to the gym almost every day with my roommate Lauren, and I am trying to, you know, put on a couple pounds. It's just as hard to gain weight as it is to lose weight, as much as people don't want to hear that. Like, it is. It's really hard, and that was kind of offensive because lately I've been really trying to work on my health and trying to like build a little bit of muscle on me, and I've been actually feeling a lot more confident in my body. So to hear that you don't eat much, it's kind of like, well, I kind of do, and I've been trying a little bit more lately. But yeah, so those are the assumptions that I'm going to get through today. Maybe I'll do a part 2 in the future because there were a couple that were left unanswered. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope I was able to answer some of your assumptions, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!